Last week, when Indy was introduced to a pack of dogs, he had a few situations, and it turned out to be a really valuable lesson for me in understanding dog behavior. When we got there, I decided to leave my camera in the car so that I could totally focus on Indy. We were introduced to the pack and everything seemed to be fine. So I went back to the car to get my gear, and that's when Indy got really stressed out. When I came back, I was greeted by Indy and a bunch of the other dogs, and everything seemed just fine. But then Indy got aggressive toward the dogs that were near me. This aggressive and dominant behavior was Indy's way of saying, "Back off, she's mine." You gotta understand, this is not protective behavior. This is what's called resource guarding. And it's a dominant behavior that's telling the other dogs that I belong to Indy. Because of this attitude, Indy was put on a leash. Here's the kicker. For days after this event, Indy was the biggest brat. He was nudging my hand for treats, he was pulling on walks, and he would just get in the way all the time, making me walk around him. These behaviors told me a lot. It told me that Indy thought that he was the leader of the pack and that he totally did not respect me. So to counteract this behavior, what I did is I totally ignored him when he nudged me for treats. And on our walks, I made him work. I'd stop suddenly and he'd have to give me a heel. Basically, I really wanted him to know that he was following me. And whenever he got in my way, I'd send him to his bed, let him get out of the way. And the other thing I did is I really increased his exercise even more to zap any unnecessary stress. This has been a really challenging lesson to learn, but it's one that I'm never gonna forget.